You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports, and wow, we got a dude that just can't take self-responsibility for anything. And after yesterday, he dropped a bombshell about Jimmy Garoppolo being a quote-unquote bitch. But you know, after seeing this story, I have to say something I think we all heard and knew from Martellus Bennett's playing days. He's one of these guys that, one, lacks a lot of self-awareness, and two, loves blaming everybody else for his problems. Now he has come out and made some accusations that seem pretty fiery, and I'd love to actually see some proof, Martellus Bennett, as you have just accused the Packer fans of lending death threats at you over protesting for the national anthem when you was with the team. Wow. That's pretty harsh, and we'll wait and see. We'll take a wait-and-see approach if a guy that likes to blame everybody else for his shortcomings, we'll wait and see if he can actually conjure up any proof, because supposedly there were voicemails. So we would love to hear those. Let's get to this story from Fox News. Ex-Packers tight end Martellus Bennett says release was tied to national anthem protesting and, like I said before, received death threats, supposedly. Former NFL tight end and Super Bowl champion Martellus Bennett said he received death threats and other hateful messages from Packer fans after protesting the national anthem in 2017, something he claims was, quote, tied to his release from the team. Bennett, 34, posted a number of tweets on Saturday expressing his belief is one thing, facts another, that his short stint with the Packers came to an end in part because of his decision to protest the anthem. Quote, Packer fans were sending hate mail and leaving death threats and other hateful messages on the team voicemail because I was protesting, his tweet read. Let's just be real. How come we're just now hearing about this? I'm just wondering, why are we just now, 4 years later, hearing about this from Martellus Bennett? Quote, it got so bad that Doug Collins, the head of security, was worried something might happen to me in Wisconsin. How in the world did a beat reporter for the Packers not get a hold of this? How did that not happen? Bennett signed a 3-year, $21 million contract with the Packers in March 2017. He was released in November for failure to disclose a physical condition, but Bennett claimed it was just a loophole to get rid of him. Quote, in fact, the entire situation to get me out of Green Bay was tied to protesting, and the organization plotted to find a way to cut me and came up with some bullshit, laugh out loud. Bennett claimed the head of security told him, quote, Wisconsin wasn't the place for protesting and offered him an alternative ways to protest. Wait a minute. Let's stop right there. Excuse me. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't assholes burn down Kenosha, Wisconsin last year because of a criminal named Jacob Blake pulled a knife on a cop? And this MFer is claiming that Wisconsin, quote unquote, isn't the place to protest? You lunatic. Wow. So that right there, that's a false statement. I'm not going to say GD on here. That's a GD lie. That is a damn lie. They went out, protested, and burnt down the entire city, for crying out loud. It was all over national TV what happened in Kenosha to that city, not the city to protest in. Come on. This guy's a complete loser. Okay, quote, I was supposed to go on injured reserve 2 weeks before I was cut, but they needed to come up with a plan to get rid of me with their lawyers. he said in one tweet, the Packers know what they did. I have all the details in my notebook starting in March of that year, and I started keeping a journal of all that effing S that teams and coaches said and did after my time with the Cowboys. Bennett played for 10 seasons, most notably with the Dallas Cowboys from 2008 to 2011 and the Patriots in 2006. So I hate to say it, but I'm going to keep it real. I was inclined to believe him about Jimmy Garoppolo, and maybe he was factual, but it seems to me like this guy may just be a quote-unquote liar. Let's just keep it real here, okay? I think you have to, when you lay down accusations this seriously towards an entire state and an entire fan base, I think it's probably a good idea to buck up with some proof, homie. Come on, let's see some proof of this, dude. I mean, really, if you come up with some proof, if you got the voicemails of something that happened, might be inclined to better believe your predicament. But again, when you have a history, and you had a history when you were playing, let's just keep it honest. You had a history when you was playing of blaming everybody else for your problems. The Packers said you didn't disclose an injury, so they released you. Okay? And again, why wait 4 years later to come up with this, or did you just come up with this because you think it might make you a social justice martyr all of a sudden, and you're looking for those Colin Kaepernick paychecks? Interesting. I think this is interesting. He may be telling the truth. He may be. But unfortunately for him, his lack of self-awareness and his history makes me inclined to not exactly buy into this hook, line, and sinker. Sorry, but not sorry. And that Wisconsin's not the place for protesting. No, it's just the place to burn the city to the ground protesting. That's all. Come on. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Let's just keep it real. Was a douchebag when he was playing, and still mother effing douchebag. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. I got to tell you, this dude pissed me off in this video. I'm out.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.